And right off the top at 6, breaking news, another bombshell in the crisis that has rocked the state capitol. A second woman is accusing Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax of sexual assault.
This claim dating back to when both were students at Duke University in the year 2000. Meredith Watson came forward after the first accusation, where Dr. Vanessa Tyson claimed that she was assaulted by Fairfax in 2004.
Watson says she is not looking for money and doesn't want to relive what happened, but she says through her attorney that Fairfax should resign from office. Fairfax released a response saying, quote, "It is obvious that a vicious and coordinated smear campaign is being orchestrated against me. I will not resign."
It's now a week into the crisis that has taken over the top brass in Virginia state government.
The latest revelation comes just as demands for resignations were actually beginning to calm down, including one from the president from the National Black Farmers Association, who told Northam not to resign. Meantime, as lawmakers head home from the Capitol for the weekend, Governor Northam has not appeared in public since Saturday, but he has told staff once again he is not stepping down.
As you saw, the lieutenant governor continues to deal with issues, and the attorney general faces his own blackface incident.
10 on your side's Andy Fox has headed up our coverage in Richmond. He joins us live tonight with the latest. A lot to get to, Andy.
Yeah, a lot to get to. We are being told that the governor will attend a trooper's funeral tomorrow. That will be his first public appearance since the scandal started last Friday. There were calls for Northam to step down, but it became evident really early that with more bad news for the lieutenant governor and the state attorney general, that Northam absolutely would stay. It has been an unprecedented week in Richmond. If you ask Governor Ralph Northam, probably the worst week of his life. From his botched Friday night statement when he admitted he's not one of these people in this picture, to flip-flopping the next day saying it's not him in the picture. He found no friends and showed terrible political prowess, even for his supporters like State Senator Chap Peterson.
I think he should have figured out if he was in that photograph or not before he admitted it. I think he should have figured out the circumstances and had a more accurate explanation.
Northam, a Democrat, refused to resign all week, now says he's not resigning, and for now, Republican State Senator Frank Wagner agrees Northam should stay.
I'll be home this weekend, and I'll be talking and you know, listen to what the attitudes are. But so far, the things I've heard are, you know, do we hold people responsible for things that happened 30, 40, or 50 years?
The Legislative Black Caucus continues asking for Northam to resign, but not Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax, who now faces a second accuser, and State Attorney General Mark Herring. Delegate Luke Torian had the same response as many in the caucus. Why did the Black Caucus only call for the resignation of the governor? Portsmouth Delegate Matthew James. Have you heard from the governor?
No, I have not.
Have you heard from Lieutenant Governor Fairfax?
You will be hearing from us in the statement soon.
Have you asked him about the allegations?
You will be hearing from us from a statement soon.
Republican Delegate Terry Kilgore. Do you think no one resigns until you get feedback from the constituents?
I just don't think anyone's resigning. I think, we're just going to go get through it.
Many people now believe that.
Yes.
Do you think that's the right thing, not for anyone to resign?
It's up to them.
I walked into WAVY in 1986, 33 years ago. I've been up here 33 years. I have never seen a week like this at the state capitol. In Richmond, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
Well, you'll remember that Attorney General Mark Herring said he was trying to emulate rappers such as Kurtis Blow when he wore blackface in 1980. The rapper himself is now responding. In a statement on Instagram, Kurtis Blow said that it was unfortunate that blackface has come up in our current climate, but he added, quote, "I ask we come together and focus on our commonalities and not our differences."
And you can count on 10 on your side to track developments in the Virginia political scandals all weekend long, and you can see all of our updates